Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. I've got 3 stories for you in this video. First one, Ripple moves 522 million XRP as whale watchers track company's holdings. So I'm going to dig into that. I've got a piece from AMB Crypto about XRP price action. What is happening in the short term? What's it look like? And I'm going to pull up a chart. But not to make a particularly complex point, just to keep reminding you of something I've been saying on the channel a lot lately. And I've also got a story from Cointelegraph about how incredibly wealthy Indians are choosing to purchase crypto, specifically, though, Bitcoin over altcoins. Now, before we get going here, if you would please delicately tap that like button, and if you are a fan of Ripple and XRP, subscribe to the Moon Lambo channel. I know. It's a big decision. Should I subscribe to Moon Lambo? Should I not? You know, pros, good, reliable XRP news on a daily basis. Cons, it's a really stupid name, Moon Lambo. Choices. All right, let's dig in here. Crypto whale watchers have their binoculars on tight after a massive movement of XRP from Ripple. The company just sent 522 million XRP, worth 132.4 million, to an unknown wallet. Traders are speculating that the movement could be an over-the-counter, OTC, sale of XRP to a third party. However, many of Ripple's over-the-counter wallets are accounted for, and according to Whale Alert, the transaction did not come from one of those wallets. So I can tell you exactly what this is. This is just Ripple dumping on the market. It's going to a secret wallet, and they're going to dump it, and it's going to crash the XRP price. No, that's a silly argument, isn't it? That's completely nonsensical. Ripple sells a reasonable amount of XRP, and we know that they're actually reducing it, by the way. So just kind of want to point that out. And in terms of volume, do you realize that the most recent number I saw, Ripple's sales of XRP accounts for 0.32% of ledger activity. 0.32%. Just saying. So here's the actual Whale Alert from just the other day. Ripple, which owns more than half of the total supply of XRP, is facing a firestorm about its sale of the digital asset in 2019, which again is completely ridiculous because we know what price action we've seen over the last few years, and Ripple was selling XRP the whole damn time. How's that price suppression when in the second quarter of this year, XRP went from 29 cents to over 50 cents? Look at that Ripple suppression. A petition asking Ripple to hold onto its supply of XRP instead of selling to crypto exchanges and institutional participants has reached more than 2,000 signatures. 2,000 people that don't know what's going on. That's no offense if you're one of them, or if you do, because I'm okay with diversity of opinion. If you disagree with me and you still think that Ripple's suppressing price in some meaningful way, that's fine. But when I see that number, and no offense to you if you're one of those people, but I look at it like maybe you need to educate yourself a bit more, because there's no reasonable person that once presented with all the facts, and from my opinion, that could still believe that after they learn in terms of what the percentage is. Because I would say, if you look just comparatively, look supply versus what's introduced to the market. If you compared Bitcoin and how much is presented to the market via mining versus how much XRP is sold into the market because of Ripple, it's like there's way more Bitcoin being introduced. So and Bitcoin's going up. So it really just has to do with how many people want to buy XRP. Currently, not that many, which is why XRP's price is low. It's that simple. It is supply and demand, of course, but to me, hey, it's still a buying opportunity here. But Ripple has also responded to a report from Bloomberg that questions its sale of XRP, which the company says is done to pay its bills and fund projects that aim to boost the blockchain and XRP ecosystem. Now, here's a quote. Programmatic sales of XRP as a percentage of volume and the actual supply inflation rate were lower than for Bitcoin or Ether, Ripple said in a statement Friday. Sales had been tied to trading volumes reported by exchanges, and recognizing that some platforms were misrepresenting volumes, Ripple has substantially reduced XRP sales. A trend that's expected to continue this quarter, the company said. It also said discrepancies coin metrics found come down to a timeline issue. And so, guys, keep this in mind also. Ripple has a very long-term plan to sell off pretty much all of its XRP. They have literally, I'm not kidding you, and they announced this, I think it was 2015, I'm pulling from memory. But they announced back then a 30-year sale plan of XRP. And you should see how it tapers off toward the end. So they're thinking very long-term, and they don't want to just crash the market, which is why they're selling a small percentage in terms of volume, and it's a very responsible and measured approach. It just is. But yeah, eventually they're not going to hold the majority of XRP. Now, from my perspective, it doesn't even freaking matter. I don't have fear of them cratering the market. If they could try and unload $1 billion a month and see what that does, okay. I mean, if it makes it to exchanges, okay, I guess, yeah, okay, fine. There would be some sort of market response. But do you believe Ripple will do that? They're the largest holders of XRP. You think they want to see the value of their holdings actually decrease, and then, because they would evaporate trust in the minds of many people. So they're not going to do it. It's silly, and we already know what their plan is long term for selling off XRP. So they're just they're adjusting how much they believe needs to be sold based on actual market conditions. And so they're trying to keep it within a certain percentage, it seems. So it's not even just about the figure. It's more like how much activity is going on, and we want to stay at the lower end of a particular threshold. So there you go. Let's go ahead and pop into the next piece. First, I want to cite this. Today's market conditions from livecoinwatch.com. $252 billion market cap for the crypto asset class. You got Bitcoin at 9,600, and you've got XRP at 26.58 cents. I want to go ahead and highlight something right here. Look at this. Do you see what I'm circling right here? These are the weekly charts. If you're driving, don't worry about it. I'm just highlighting the weekly charts for the top several coins. And what do we notice about them? They look exactly the damn same, don't they? Barely any changes whatsoever. And so when people are freaking out, oh my god, is the sky falling? What's with the price of XRP? Do people no longer have faith? Well, they're not betting specifically on XRP. The price of XRP, more proof again today, and I'll keep pointing it out every day, it's tethered to Bitcoin. So, should you freak out? Should you not? Well, you do you, man. I'm going to tell you, I am bulletproof. I am impervious to emotional response when it comes to price action of XRP. I don't care. I believe utility will rule the day ultimately, and I think it's going to take a long time for most people to figure it out. And you know what my stance is perfectly? When you start to enter the crypto space and you start learning about XRP, I mean, I feel like with how much there is to learn about everything, you need to give yourself a good 3 to 6 months. I mean that. To really understand what's going on, what the plan is, why XRP makes sense, especially for the use case that Ripple intends to position for as far as a cross-border payments, the bridge currency for cross-border payments. It does take that long to figure this out if you're going at a reasonable pace. I mean, people have lives, right? It's a lot. And so to me, the fact that XRP is moving in tandem more or less with Bitcoin, it's not that surprising. There's thousands of coins, and then I know how long it took to understand exactly what's going on with XRP, and we need a lot more people to do that. That's a huge time commitment. This is just going to take a while. It's okay. I don't mind, and I'll keep buying XRP while it's on sale today. You know, that's my opinion. It's not financial advice. I'm just sharing my opinion with you here. So check out this piece. From AMBcrypto.com, XRP rides the bulls for now, but a bear attack seemed inevitable. And look, they got a cute little teddy bear there. Bear attack. They're silly. With a circulating supply of 42.9 billion with a B, XRP, and a market cap of 10,995,000 at press time, XRP is just recovering from revisiting its lowest value in quite some time. Looking at the 1-hour chart for XRP, a diamond pattern alongside the MACD indicator suggests a short period of stabilization moving into an upwards breakout for a bullish trend. After the breakout from the diamond pattern, it is likely to consider oscillating within the symmetrical triangle with an equal chance of either upwards or downwards trending breakout. And so that's why, I'm going to read a little bit more from this, but that's why, when I'm looking at this short-term chart analysis for stuff like this, okay, fine, technical analysis, it applies, sure, But you know what can make this all get thrown out the window is if Bitcoin does something. I just want to point that out. If Bitcoin goes way up, maybe XRP falls to some degree. Or if it crashes, then maybe XRP crashes too. That's why there's only a certain amount, there's like a small percentage of this price activity not related to Bitcoin. But and I do admit also, and if you're new to the channel, I do acknowledge that XRP is the least correlated to Bitcoin in terms of price action of all the top 10 cryptocurrencies. You can see long periods of flatness, but if you zoom out on a chart far enough, I can prove it to you. It's tethered. It still is today, to this very moment, because people haven't figured things out, by and large. Anyway. The one-day chart, however, shows the... Oh, wait, did I skip too far? Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. Look at how unprofessional Moon Lambo's being today. Unsubscribe. All right, let me get on here. The one-day chart, however, shows that the overall trend seems to be bearish. The RSI indicator is consistent with this prediction. XRP seems to be settling into a semi-consistent value around 25 cents for now, with a degree of devaluation in store for the near future. So take that for what it's worth. I'm telling you, I am rock solid. I will continue my buying of XRP regardless of price action until I see parabolic movement in the upward direction. Then I will tap the pause button. Then I will absolutely tap that. Because to me, and again, it's not financial advice. To me, it's a virtual certainty. It's coming. It's just a matter of when will people, begin behaving in that frenzy and the whole FOMO thing. And I always kind of figured with how intense that run up was into 2017 just for the crypto asset class, and then the massive crash that followed. I just, in my gut, felt, man, it's probably going to be a while for this market to do something like that again. I was like, it's not going away. Crypto's here to stay, but it's probably going to be a while before something like that happens again. Which is, I think that reality is coming to pass here. We'll see. I mean, admittedly, Bitcoin is way up year to date, of course, but I don't know. Are you going to see that kind of frenzy within the next 3 months or 6 months or even 12 months? Well, maybe, but I don't know. Either way, it's already been kind of a long time since the market started crashing. About a year and a half now. So we'll see. All right, next piece here from Cointelegraph. Super rich Indians choose Bitcoin over altcoins for investment, says a poll. High net worth individuals, HNIs, in India are more likely to invest in Bitcoin than other cryptocurrencies, according to a new Huru India survey. Financial Express reported on August 30th. Digital currencies were the fourth most preferred asset overall, although almost half of the respondents didn't know what cryptocurrencies are. That's funny. Digital currencies were the fourth most preferred asset overall, although almost half of the respondents didn't know what cryptocurrencies are. Does that not tell you how early we are to the party? And I know that's just, I get it. It's not the whole world where the servers. I got it, but still early to the party, man. And even less know what XRP is. So, of the Indian HNI surveyed, around 10% said that they intended to invest in cryptocurrency over the next 3 years. This made digital currency the fourth most favored asset class. Real estate is unsurprisingly the most preferred asset, followed by stock and fixed income assets. However, almost half of those who responded indicated that they didn't know much about virtual currency at all. Of the respondents who were aware of cryptocurrency, almost 30% stated a preference to invest in Bitcoin. A further 9% preferred Ether as an investment, with 7% indicating a preference for XRP. The Indian authorities have a tumultuous ongoing relationship with cryptocurrency. As reported by Cointelegraph last week, the Indian Supreme Court has been running out of patience with the central banks. Give the banks just 2 weeks to justify a ban on servicing crypto businesses that it imposed in July 2018. So there you go. You can tell me what you think below. I love hearing other people's thoughts, especially if you disagree with me on anything. But that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo!